Alrighty, so I have just woken up. I'm sure you can tell. I have not seen who the character is. I really like being surprised by it, so I've gotten no spoiler yet. I've not seen any videos about it. I've not seen anything. So we're gonna open up the JP patch notes and we're gonna see what the patch notes are. Oh, okay. There's a Freyja. Who's the character, though? I'm assuming that's just a costume. Oh, it's actually a Freyja. What the? Okay, I was not expecting that. I did not expect it to be an actual Freyja. Okay, very interesting. Let me see if there's any translations for the character just yet, and then let me translate the page and everything, and then I'll make it dark mode so that way it's not super bright. Okay, so got everything situated. Let's look at the character and the banner and everything first. So, honestly, her cut-in and everything looks pretty good. This is, I assume, a new Bond outfit, and then this is, I'm assuming, a new Awakened Roxy outfit. A little disappointed in that. Roxy already has 5 outfits, and Bond has now, he got the wedding outfit, and he just got a Hawk Pass outfit on JP, so that means he's got, like, so many extra outfits already. This is the translation for the character. Ooh, PvP only? Are you kidding? She literally just got a Holy Relic, meaning, or for Nidhogg only. So, I'm not entirely happy about that. Passive is, for every applicable ally on the battlefield, increase the hero's base stats by 8%. At the start of the turn, apply Fascinate to the enemy with the highest CC. The enemy with Fascinate can only attack Freyja, and damage is decreased by 40% when the unit uses card with Annihilation effect. Increases damage by 30%, and when the unit crits the enemy, remove 1 debuff applied to the unit, and increases all stats by 5% up to 15. Very, very interesting. Fascinate can't be stacked with Mark and Pressure. So, what is that? Is that Ghislaine and Bond's debuffs? I mean, like, I think Pressure, if I'm not mistaken, it's a gray debuff, so I mean, it just automatically applies. I don't know, that's kind of interesting. Applicable allies are, of course, unknown in Ragnarok. I guess Ragnarok is just going to be really, I don't want to say good, but like Ragnarok is going to be their main focus for the moment, which is kind of interesting. Single target Pierce card, single target Annihilation effect with 390% of multiplier. So it's 2 single targets, which means Freyja's Holy Relic is going to be very applicable here. Annihilation ignores critical resistance by 50% and times 2 crit damage. God, okay. And then the ultimate is the same. Very, very interesting. I think it's really stupid that you would make a character have a Holy Relic that is only applicable to the new Demonic Beast, and then you would make her passive completely locked down to PvP. That's really dumb to me. That's going to make it to where the unit is kind of half-assed in a way. I don't like that. But, I mean, overall, I'm sure the character's animations and everything are going to be really cool. Let's look at the banner. Escanor looks so out of place on there, but, you know, obviously we're getting LR Escanor. So, kind of a miss. I really wish that the original Freyja would have been on here too, just to give players more of an opportunity to try to get a copy of her, because she's really important for Nidhogg at the moment. But, I mean, it's a summer banner. What do you expect? I mean, they threw a couple of Christmas units in here for whatever reason, and then Liz is a spring unit. But all of these characters are summer units, and then you have Escanor on here as well. So that is very interesting. Next up, we have a card set, which I don't think anybody ever really translates the card sets whenever they come out. They're not really, like, super hype or anything. Whatever it is only is up to 3%, which doesn't seem like a whole lot. Escanor looking pretty sick, I've got to say. His outfit looking pretty cool. Let's see what Escanor does. Give me 1 second. The dogs are barking. I'm going to try to wait for them to stop. Okay, so let's go over the Escanor really quickly, because that has also been translated from Kane. Passive is, at the start of the enemy's turn, apply 1 Eternal Flame to an enemy that didn't use a skill card at the end of turn for 3 turns. Eternal Flame increases damage taken by 15%, stacks up to 4 times. Okay, so you gotta attack with your characters. When all units, including subslots, are human, apply 1 extra Eternal Flame for 3 turns to all enemies at the start of the ally's turn. Okay, so they're locking him down to the human team, which is a little disappointing, but it's maybe only for that part of the passive. For every Eternal Flame applied to the enemy, increases the unit's attack-related stats by 5%, limit of 30%. When the ult gauge is maxed for the unit, it becomes immune to debuffs. So I was kind of wondering if they were going to change this. I don't know if this is just like the last, or the same as the last part of his passive, like what it used to be or not. But I'm assuming this means that they took off the buffs part. Like you once you get full ultimate move gauge with him, you used to lose buffs and debuffs. I'm assuming this isn't just like a rough translation, and they have gotten rid of the buffs part, so you only lose your debuffs, which makes sense. Skill 1 is 550% multiplier explosion effect and increases ult gauge by 2. That is very interesting. I actually really do like the explosion effect, but explosion... Oh wait, it's not the old explosion, it's a new variant. Okay, explosion. For every Eternal Flame on the enemy, increases damage by 40%. Okay, I thought it was literally just like explode. Like there's a debuff called explode. I was gonna say it'd be really cool to see them bring that back, but I think this is something new. I don't know if explosion is gonna be the right translation for that at the end of the day, but maybe most of the time they don't actually end up changing the the weird like names whenever they end up coming to global. Skill 2, rank 1. Okay, he's got 2 different ranks here. Remove all buff or enemy, or all buffs of enemies with 180% multiplier, and applies 2 ignites for 3 turns. That's 2 ignites on level 1. Okay. Remove all buffs of enemies with 300% multiplier and apply 4 ignites for 3 turns. So it's a buff removal even at rank 1, which is good. It now applies 2 ignites instead of 1 on level 1. And then level 3 applies 4 ignites, right? Yeah, 4 ignites. So that's actually pretty cool. I can get behind that. This actually, it's gonna sound stupid, but this actually might end up being a decent character for Crocshell whenever he comes back, inevitably. His ultimate now has ignore crit resistance by 100% with a 1260% multiplier. So that's going to make him obviously pretty strong. He didn't have a multiplier at all. I think his cut-in looks pretty good. If this is like his LR sort of like costume, I think it looks pretty good overall, considering that this was the original one. Like, I feel like they just kind of played off of it pretty well. Not a big fan of this weird headband thing. I don't know what it is. Like, they look kind of cool sometimes, but then after a while, I just think they end up kind of looking a little bit goofy, and they're just like, I don't know, I just don't really like them. Probably use a different haircut because I have a bunch of different stuff for Escanor, so I don't know, probably won't use that headpiece, but definitely have it equipped because I think it's technically an LR headpiece, so it gives more stats. So, what is this? Anniversary Special Tournament Commemorative Bronze Statue. Bronze statue of players who won in the 4th Anniversary Special Tournament will be placed in the Knighthood West City District. Okay, very interesting. Diamond bonus events, so they're bringing, you know, bundles and tickets and everything for this banner. Looking pretty normal as far as everything goes. I'm actually kind of happy that it's Freyja because I already own Freyja costumes and everything like that. I don't have to worry about buying any new ones. But Summer Login event, it looks like we are going to get 1 free multis worth, and then we get 6 SSR pennants and 10 SA coins, which I can completely get behind. I think those are really nice. They are bringing back the summer questline thing that they always do. It's nothing crazy, but I don't know if they're going to do anything new with it this time or if it's just the same one that we got last year, but that looks normal. Special summer box rewards, so not sure exactly if you're just getting these from the thing itself, but there's a pretty decent rewards in here, it looks like. The Secret of the 100 Years Seaside, so there's looks like just a battle event, which is cool, I guess. I don't know, you just get 2 gems. It just looks like a battle event to me. Hawk's Dream Adventure. Oh, this one's actually kind of cool. It's like an AFK kind of game where he like powers up over time. I actually really like that one. It's actually kind of fun, so I'm looking forward to playing that again, I guess. Level rewards, you'll get 2 of the cards, a couple of diamonds, a couple of SA coins, and an SSR pendant. And then the exchange lineup is here. Not looking like anything too crazy. I'm trying to skim through some of this so that way we can, you know, get this over with. Because I'm gonna go over it all again, like in detail, whenever it comes out on JP or on Global. So yeah, okay, they're doing Giant Hawk again. It's like a big boss battle. So looking like pretty normal rewards here. This is actually turning out to be a pretty big patch. Like, I mean, I don't know, like it's just a summer patch, but they are doing a lot to it. Season 2 of Heroes Arena is coming out, of course. This will be pretty interesting. We'll see Season 2 improvements and changes. I do actually want to read over these, but obviously this is where you're going to be getting the bulk of your coins, and this is how you're going to end up getting your LR Escanor. Okay, so Freyja has a season thing on her. Improvements and changes. If the game does not end normally during the battle, you can resume the battle. So they had it like PvP, where if you got disconnected for whatever reason, you would actually just lose. Now, I guess they have it set up to where if you... They have basically fixed it to where if you close your game out while you're playing, you should be able to actually reset it and get back on. So you can do like the whole demonic beast reset thing that people do. There is no time limit during battle. That's good. There really shouldn't have been. Hero Arena will be held for a total of 6 weeks, and rewards and challenge information will be reset every week. Season characters that can apply season buffs have been added and can be confirmed through the season character display. Okay. So, the fact that it's 6 weeks long now instead of 2 or 4 weeks is actually pretty good, because that means obviously you're going to get 2 extra weeks of rewards, and this is the main game mode where you're getting rewards from, or like 4 LR coins and stuff like that. So, very interested to see. I think I'm at 29 LR coins at the moment. These are the exchange shop coins, not LR coins, but I'm at 29 LR coins at the moment. So, I think I was roughly getting 15 LR coins a week from placing in the top of Champion, which means that I was going to roughly get 60 coins from a 4-week season, so now I'm going to get 90 coins roughly from a 6-week season, which is obviously very, very good. That's going to give me more than enough time and coins to actually get the LR character, which is very, very nice. So, looking forward to that. I should be able to get it within this season, which is good. Obviously, it's going to take me several weeks, and yeah, I don't know, it is what it is. I guess a lot of people are still behind. I think some people still need to get Lost Vein and everything, so it looks like, I mean, honestly, just the fact that they're extending it by 2 weeks is really good. I know that a lot of people are not really, like, super crazy about the game mode at the moment, but obviously, just, don't bite off more than you can chew. You don't have to force yourself to try to, like, beat these insanely hard difficulties or anything if you don't want to. You can kind of take it easy. I mean, obviously, like, LR characters are really important, and you want to get these new, like, buffed, wacky, wild, overpowered characters and everything, but at the end of the day, like, don't stress yourself out over it. It's just a game. So, I mean, I get it, I understand, but here are the new costumes. It is obviously New Bond and Awakened Roxy. Really just don't know about that character choice. I mean, obviously the costumes look pretty good. I might try to get the costume itself for Roxy. I actually kind of like the hairstyle. Oh, I don't know. The whole thing is kind of cool. I might just buy Roxy's because it honestly looks really good. I already have stuff for Bond. I mean, if anything, I kind of like the way the haircut looks, but I have max cosmetics for him. I'll probably just skip this one altogether. If you don't know, on Global, we are behind on Hawk Passes, so the Hawk Pass outfit will also come out sometime in the next, like, 3 weeks, I think. So you don't have to feel rushed or, like, feel forced to, like, get the seasonal outfit on this one. You can definitely just wait. They are bringing back some of the old costumes, so you can get Freyers, you can get Jormungand, and you can get Lolly Merlins if you want. And then they're bringing back the really old ones from, like, the original stuff, so you have a lot of the 7 Deadly Sins, you have a lot of the what you would call it, Holy Knights and stuff like that. So you've got those characters. Honestly, I think from my understanding, if you want like best in slot costumes, you need to get this like LR melee one. I think it has some of the best stats or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So if you actually want to reach like 75k CC with them, I think you have to get these costumes. Or like this costume for Lost Fame, but I don't really care that much. LR Appearance Commemorative Escanor costume reprint, so they're bringing back all of the old school Escanor costumes, which is kind of cool. So if you want to put him in some cool drip or whatever, I do have the Malevolent Knighthood set for all of the characters that got it originally. I don't think I skipped anybody, but one of the coolest outfits you can get for him. And honestly, I would not be surprised if this is the costume that people want to use with him, because it has been like the fan favorite since the game like came out and they like finally released these costumes. People really like them, and honestly, it kind of looks like this was like the inspiration for the LR costume, which is kind of funny to me. Village donation event on JP, one new battle event, improved some debuff effects. Okay. Improvements will be made so that the effect will not be displayed when an enemy with a debuff is targeted or uses a skill. Okay, improve skip ticket usage. When using a skip ticket, the production speed will be improved more quickly and change the maximum number of skip tickets that can be used from 10 to 30. That's actually really good. So you can now do 30 runs at a time. That's actually kind of cool. I like that. Added character of permanent gacha, so now you can get tier in the race gacha 1, which is the one with humans, giants, and unknowns, which is cool, I guess. If you've been saving up those tickets, you might be able to get some extra copies of him. Fixed an issue where the unable to use attack skills characteristic was not applied when fighting in the Memory of Heaven and Tower of the World Tree. Under certain circumstances, fixed an issue where the beauty costume for Transcendent Bond was displayed differently than the icon when worn. So, looking pretty good overall. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the thing. It looks like we're just going to be getting a lot of like good events and stuff like that for free materials. Obviously, we have a new Freyja, which is interesting. I honestly don't know how good she's going to be yet. She does seem good on paper, for sure. I think that she seems kind of strong, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't really have the perfect like Ragnarok setup yet. Obviously, we did just get tier. We're on the downswing of a festival, and supposedly, I think a lot of the times there's a new festival at the end of July, early August. So that should end up being the next banner that we get, which means that I don't necessarily know that this is the great or like a great banner to summon on at the moment. She is seasonal, of course, so that makes her a little bit more exclusive, which I'm sure. If she ends up being really good, there's going to be a lot of players who end up skipping her and not getting her, which is completely fair. Like obviously, you get what you get. You don't have like infinite diamonds or anything like that. So be cautious, be aware. We should end up being able to see what the next banner is before this one leaves. So yeah, be careful with this one, I guess. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm sure we'll be doing live summons and everything for her when she drops on Global. So, see you there.